station, where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
On the web at mbradio.net.
We begin on the tracks, rails stretching beyond the horizon. Each tie a memory, each rail a promise of where we might go. In the early years, our first logo appeared, a pioneer stepping onto the platform of possibility. Through seasons of growth, change, and challenge, we moved forward. The whistle of opportunity sounded, and we boarded the train of time. The view changed with every mile, some stations brief, others lasting. Our logos changed too, not just emblems, but mile markers of evolution. Along the way, seats filled with teammates, mentors, veterans, and friends. Some stayed for the ride, others stepped off, leaving their legacy on the rails behind us. And still, the journey continues. The tracks ahead stretch into the unknown, familiar yet full of new promise. What matters most is how we travel, with purpose, with grit, with heart. Because the journey matters, the movement matters, and the legacy of those logos, every year, every show, lives on in the rhythm of these rails. So here we are once again, all aboard. The whistle blows, the tracks call. Together we ride. We are the H-Train Show, showing veterans programs beyond the VA since 2015. H is in the building now.
Let's go! Strap in, this one's for the fire! I took the oath. 20 years I gave my soul. Sandstorms, fire, a roadside blast. Everything I knew shattered fast.
You haven't seen nothing yet! Woo! Woo!
Drowning in turmoil, 15 meds, mining a haze. Living felt like a permanent death. Still standing, scarred and proud. Crushed by war, but I won't stay down. Voice of the broken, thunder in my chest. With freedom fighters rising from the wreck. Parents pull me from the edge of night, push me forward back into the light. Ski boots on, carving through pain. Found my fire on that frozen terrain. Said I was too old to beat the race, so I trained like hell, put them in their place. From slurred words to a podium stand, yeah, I'm racing with lightning in my hands. Still standing, scarred and proud. Crushed by war, but I won't stay down. From Kokomo to Olympic slope, we're the freedom fighters born to cope. Now I take the mic, not a rifle. Broadcast truth, yeah, that's survival. Paralyzed, but still I lead. With every word we plant a seed. Still standing, warriors loud. Can't break 'cause we screaming proud. Not wounded, we're on the attack. Freedom fighters, and we're taking it back. Keep rising.
Freedom fighters! Throwback Thursday is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is November 6th, and I'm full of piss and vinegar because I have a best friend from high school, the original Beer 30 cast, Danny D.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Hey, Joel, what's up?
Am I too much volume for you this morning?
No.
Okay.
I'm still waking up, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a really good planned show for you today. We are having some technology issues while the intro and stuff was going on. Danny's looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" And for some reason, our Roku channel on the internet, but not like the TV, okay? But our Roku channel, like the connection, it won't connect. So I was trying to figure out a way to get that so that it would connect.
Maybe you should take it out to like dinner or something.
Maybe.
Connection.
Maybe. Tell everybody, Throwback Thursday. Keep it going. Thanks, Charles, for tuning in. We'll get this Roku thing. It only sucks because if we're not on Roku, we're not streaming on the MBR Talk audio portion. But I don't know. For those that don't know, you're listening to the H Train Show, where we show veterans and first responders programs out there beyond the VA. And, just like any other day that we do the show, we are going to start our show out with mail call. Mail call is where, if we don't if we don't have a veteran to spotlight, then we're going to talk about a veteran that has made maybe an impact in our life, our entire life, or made an impact in our day through this week. So we're going to do that. We're going to get ready to do that. It's mail call. Or before we do that, Dan, you want to tell people a little bit about you?
About me?
Yeah.
What do you want to know about me?
I don't know. What's interesting about you. You own a dog business.
Yes.
He was in the Navy.
Yeah.
He's very tall. He scares people. That's the reason why Ubers cancel on him.
Oh, yeah, totally. They see my picture, they're just like, I'm not leaving my house.
Oh, I know that guy.
I was talking about last night. I was trying to get an Uber, and I had like 3 drivers in a row that just kind of cycled through that picked up the ride, and then just car never moved.
Yeah. Danny has 2 beautiful kids, and his one beautiful kid recently won 3rd place in a beauty competition.
Yes, she was competing in the national pageants for Miss Preteen United States. Unfortunately, she only got 3rd place, but she did great, and her platform was based on the healing power of animals, and one of the programs she focused on was the Canine Partners for Patriots, the one where I got my service dog through. Right. Because she knows them and she goes there and helps them a lot. So that's what she was promoting. She did really good in her platform. And I think I got good words out trying to help bring service dogs.
Oh, well, yeah. That speech, I mean, it kind of teared up the distant uncle. I would call myself a distant uncle. Kind of teared me up, because I mean, that's the same involvement as for MBR.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, we both were on a few years back about we were promoting Canine Partners for Patriots as well. Interviewed one of their members of their team.
Yeah.
So and that nonprofit specifically is pretty big for me because they're the ones that gave me Zeus, which is he's a 100-pound German Shepherd service dog, which I did not bring with me on this trip, but the next time I will. I don't know. I'm sure if Joel were to see Zeus, he'd probably put a saddle on him and try to ride him through the sunset.
Hey, those dogs get big. Those dogs get big. Big boy. But the thing that I found out, the smaller the dog is, it feels like the longer they live. The bigger the dog is, they don't live that long. And I tell you what, for the longest time, I said I wasn't ever going to get another dog, because of this and because of that. Well, I have a friend that's going through that right now. And, she's talking about feeling guilty, when it comes that time, having to euthanize. And I'm like, I've seen it from both points. It's better to euthanize the dog when it's time, rather than just let it sit, because it killed me when I came home and Bailey she had a heart attack on the couch.
Oh yeah.
You know, that killed me because I wasn't there. You know, when my cowboy died, when Barrett died, you know, I was sitting there holding his paw with my hand. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do that. But yeah, I just want to say congratulations. And, you know, unfortunately, yeah, it might only be third, but guess what? She has a third in a American pageant division. Me and you don't have shit.
No. We might be able to compete for the world's ugliest awards.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, so one of the reasons why Danny is in town is because he's going to the Denver Broncos and the Raiders game with me tonight. I haven't been in a game. I don't think I've been in a game since Peyton Manning was here, to be honest with you. But yeah, enjoy today, enjoy tonight, and then we've bought masks.
Yeah.
So we'll be painting the Denver Bronco donkey, and then what do you got, like a Jason mask that you're like painting?
No, I always have a skeleton mask. I've always called myself the Raider Reaper.
Oh god! Oh god! Hopefully we don't get shot tonight.
Growing up, we've always done things opposite, which is probably why we're such good friends. You know, growing up, he wanted to join the Army. I ended up joining the Navy. You know, I was always a Raider fan. He couldn't just come be a Raider fan. No, he had to go be a Bronco.
Hey, I was a Raiders fan because of Bo Jackson. Screw the Raiders. I was all Bo Jackson.
Oh, well, that's definitely why I'm a Raider fan. So.
Yeah. You know,
But,
I mean, hell, there for a sec. I mean, you can be a fan of any damn team. You know, I was a fan for the longest time. It was the Dallas Cowboys until Jerry Jones pissed me off. And then I came here and I was fixing to walk away with the Denver Broncos because their leadership, everything, they were pissing me off.
Don't let him lie to you. You know, he's got TBI. That's the only reason why he became a Bronco fan.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We're going to do the mail call. Who's the mail call for today? We'll find out.
Nixon.
Attention mail call.
Hartman. Nixon. Bermudez. Hartman.
All right, so I don't exactly have well, I do. I don't. I want to think about it for a while before I say it. But do you have a veteran in your life that has made an impact on you or your family that you'd like to give them a shout out, that you'd like to tell a little bit about them?
Yeah, I've actually somebody I met through the Canine Partners for Patriots program. He was a great guy. He still is. His name is Frank Cohen.
Okay.
He's ex-corpsman from the Navy, but he served during Vietnam. He really great guy. We went through the program together, and he was actually thinking about dropping out at one point in time. I had talked to him. He had asked me, he's like, well, I'm thinking about, not doing it, just giving my dog away that I'm training.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, well, what would be the worst thing that would happen if you stayed in the program?
Right.
And he goes, well, the worst thing that would happen is I'd waste a little bit of my time to the program. I was like, well, what about your dog? He's like, well, I'd end up giving it to a veteran. I said, so what you're telling me is either you go through the program, you find out it works, or you go through the program, realize it does it, and you give your service dog to another veteran who would really need it.
Yeah.
I was like, so either way, you're going to win.
Yeah.
And after that, he decided to stick with it. And now he still has a service dog, Gracie, who's helped him tremendously. And recently he wrote a book.
Oh, okay.
And he's had it published.
Ah.
So he's up in his 70s in age wise, but he's a great guy. He helped me and my family out in a really tough time at one point, just because. And he doesn't need a shout out. He's told me he never needs shout out. He doesn't want recognition for the things he does. But that's like, I think most veterans, we don't really care for the recognition. We just do what we do.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree. Well, Danny, it is that time where we're going to go on our first break. And when we go off that first break, when we come back off of it, we're going to be hitting the What the segment. So whatever you do, stay with us, don't go away. And just so you know, while we're on the commercial break, if we play a bunch of commercials, that's because we're trying to get some technology working, because it's working really nice right now. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't give up on us. We never gave up on you, and we will go to this right here, and we'll see you guys very soon.
Welcome to Wreaths Across America, proudly partnered with Military Broadcast Radio. Walking through the cemetery, we are reminded of the profound sacrifices made.
Not every soldier resting here has someone to visit them at Christmas. They gave everything for our families.
Veterans fought for our freedom, for us to chase dreams and live the lives they never finished. This time of year, we honor them, one wreath at a time. It's about remembering their sacrifice.
How can you help honor these brave men and women? For just $17, you can honor a hero this Christmas. It might be the only wreath on their grave, the only thank you they received this season.
Make sure every veteran is remembered, not forgotten. Their service deserves our eternal gratitude.
Freedom isn't free, but remembrance can be accessible to everyone.
Join us in this meaningful cause to honor our heroes. Beaker invites viewers to help us lay wreaths for the ones who gave everything. When you buy a wreath, send Military Broadcast Radio a message. They will personalize your tribute. They'll provide a picture with a salute to your loved one and send it to you so you can still be there in spirit. Thank you for joining us in this important mission. Wreaths Across America is proudly partnered with Military Broadcast Radio. Help us remember, honor, and teach. Let our veterans' voices be heard, now and always. Thank you for your support.
When he got killed, he was killed, and the Army disagrees with this, but his man told us that he was killed while they were looking for Bo Bergdahl. He was the guy that deserted.
We had a very close relationship, and I miss it every day. There's just a constant barrage of things that come up that I think, oh, I need to tell Darren that, or Darren would do this, or...
He and his buddies, we would pick them up at 29 Palms and bring them home, and I would hear the stories and how the firefights, the stuff that they don't tell you on TV, the true stories, and I'd sit in the hallway with the pillow crying.
So when he got back from Iraq the second time, the PTSD was pretty much out of control. And they fed him the typical, hey, take this in the morning, take this at night, and multiplied it out. You know, if this wasn't working, if one wasn't working, well, he add 2 more. A couple months later, it's still not working, add 3 more. One night he called me. He was going to stay at base for the weekend. We had a conversation, and probably within 8 hours, he was dead.
I am the mother of Corporal Benjamin Kopp, who was an Army Ranger that was killed in action in July of 2009. The day after he landed at Walter Reed, he was determined to be brain dead. However, the brain death qualified him, if you will, to become an organ donor. And so his all of his major organs, bone, skin, and tissue were donated, and his heart is literally still beating today, and a woman from Chicago. You know, I believe it was Emerson, the poet, who stated that the one thing about life that he's learned is that it goes on, whether we want it to or not.
Dear Mom, I had a few minutes to write down what's itching inside my mind. It's been too long since we have talked about nothing at all. Wish I could call. I know you're lost. Please don't you worry. There's no need to hurry. Just stay strong. It won't be long before we're together. Right here in heaven. I miss you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I've needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathing while you're sleeping. Dear Mom, I know you are hurting, feeling the burden of me not there. You're way too strong to give up on living, instead of still giving the love in your heart. I know it's hard, but never forget the things that I did and the reasons why you are my mom. So please keep on living, caring and giving. I love you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I've needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathe while you're sleeping. I can't believe I'm saying these words to you, but believe what I'm saying. You made me the man that I am. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be here when you breathe while you're sleeping. I love you, Mom.
People say, time heals, time cures, time. And it does in a sense, but there's not a day goes by that we're not reminded of him. There's not a, day go by that I don't play that song on the stereo just to remember him. We just smile more and hide it better. And that's what you do to get through the day.
We are Christians and we have a very strong walk in the Lord, and we have relied on our faith for most of everything.
What people can do to remember my sacrifice or my son's sacrifice is to remember him, to say his name. And not just him, but the hundreds, tens of thousands of other men and women that have sacrificed their lives for the greater good, for our country, for our freedom. And also to remember the families that have paid the price along with them.
God took him. I have to believe that it was his time. And to me, he's a hero because now there's people that we can help. And we were so focused on him. And maybe he had to go so we could help others.
Live a life worth living. Live your life in a manner that they never got the chance to. Be who they would become. Become who they never got a chance to be. and do it in their honor.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at nbradio.net.
It was Throwback Thursday, and Davy's just looking at me like he always does, like I'm an idiot. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the show that highlights all the non-pro programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the H Train Show, and today our next segment is the what the, and you show me having all these technology issues, and you're like my dad. I'm like, dude. So I don't know why, but Roku, the company that we go through, they're having some technical issues. So, but don't forget, the podcast is going to be amazing, and the reclassing of Roku, our show, will be amazing also. And keep in mind, whatever airs today will air tomorrow during the morning show. Until I think December, we're going to replace the Morning Wood Show with the H Train Show, and the Morning Wood Show is going to come back to Thursday. So, we will be on the cruise for the next couple of Thursdays. It's kind of nervous wracking, man. I haven't really been on vacation since 2018.
We talked about this last night. It was actually 2021 when he came to my house.
So vacation is when me and my wife go somewhere, not when I go somewhere.
Oh.
That's not vacation.
Oh.
Well, at least we
what
got
about me? Where's that put me?
This is my wife I got to talk to. I don't have to come to you home every night. I got to come to her. So, trust me, it's a marriage thing, definitely.
Oh. Well, if anything, you deserve a vacation. And I don't know what you're going to do on this vacation. You're going to be trying to do stuff with MBR the entire time. I know it. So,
I wanted to, but I think they've got like cell phone jammers. It's hard to know what they got on these trips anymore.
Well, cruise ships these days they do have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of money.
It's like $125.
Yeah,
for the
it's
trip.
Asinine.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Asinine.
For like a week. But I wouldn't doubt, at some point during that trip, it'll probably be the very last day, knowing you, just so you because you'll fight it the entire time. Until you're like, I have to see what's going on.
I will totally.
So the very last day, you'll pay that $125, but you won't do it at the beginning of the trip.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Well, sometimes you just get impatient, hey, I'm drunk. I'm almost at gate one. You know what? I can totally make it, but man, I'm just so tired. Let's just splurge a little bit, Let's just splurge. Let's go get a taxi. Or my favorite is when those people join the taxi or whatever, and they just said to the taxi driver, "Excuse me, can you pause here?" And then they just walk outside the car, and they don't even pay the taxi thing. That was so common in Germany. Did you ever get that shit?
No, I was actually talking to an Uber driver the other day who said the new thing people have been doing was canceling their ride mid-trip. Have you heard about that one yet?
I have.
Oh, yeah. I was asking him. I was like, really? I mean, I used to drive for Uber back, 5-6 years ago or something like that. And I never really had that happen, but this guy was like, yeah, that's their new thing. They take the trip, and halfway through, they cancel it. The guy picked us up. He's like, I just had a guy do that a little bit ago. Obviously I start joking with him and talking to him. I was like, well, do you smell funny or something? What's going on? And the guy starts kind of laughing. He's like, no. He's like, that's just what they've been doing. So he's like, hey, I just want to let you know you canceled the trip. And the guy was like, well, I don't know. He's like, well, get out of the car. So
is that the reason why they cancel the trip, is so that they don't have to pay at the end?
They won't have to pay the full amount is what they're trying to do. But they don't realize the moment they cancel the trip, the ride stops.
Right.
So some Uber drivers, they'll just kick you out if you're being unruly or whatever. But if I was driving and that were to happen, I'd probably just stop. Like, all right, well, you cancel the trip. Bye-bye.
Before we play the what the moment, don't you think, Danny, that it's incredible how life has changed in the last 5 years? Like back in our day, two things that were certain: you didn't have to prepay gas.
No,
You just had to fill it up. Okay. And the second thing that happened was like you trusted people around you because you knew them.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you can't even do that. I even said it to you last night. Damn, it's hard making friends after high school.
Yeah, well, you got to look at today's day and age. Everybody's on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Everybody's texting. Everybody's on social media. Nobody cares to build those communications anymore.
Right.
We had growing up. We didn't have the cell phones. We didn't have Snapchat and Facebook and all that stuff where we just, hey, you want to be my friend? Poke, poke. But like back then, we actually had to go ride our bikes around and talk to people. You remember that, right?
Right.
So, how did we meet? We met in junior high. I was, 7th grade. You were 8th.
Yep.
So
good times. Good times. Okay, so we're gonna play this what the, and keep it in mind with this what the. Okay, it has nothing to do with literally what I'm hitting the angle is it has nothing to do with politics. Has nothing to do with the government shutdown. Has to do with in society when somebody says something's free. Why are we asking stupid questions? Take a look.
Those are cool tats, man.
Oh, for real. Thank you, bro. You see the Cobra?
And what is this one?
Oh, this? That's my credo. No regrets.
You have no regrets?
Dad?
Nope.
Like not even a single letter?
No way. Not me.
Well, I love him. I think he's great.
Okay.
I think he's a real winner, Casey. If I were you, I wouldn't use protection.
Okay, I just heard that you guys were offering like $1 meal deals for the people that have lost their SNAP benefits, and I was just wondering if it's true.
Yeah, it's a $1 meal.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so what exactly does that, come with?
That's kind of like a kid's meal, but you just don't get the cookie with it.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. Now, because I have my daughter, am I allowed to get 2 of those?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just have to... Yeah, that's fine.
All right, perfect. That is not a bad deal for $1.
Okay, so let's break down this little video. Not throwing shade over you or anything like that. Thanks for the PSA. Thanks for the information because I think that's important. But the one thing I want to talk about, Danny, is why is it that when people find out something's free, they've got to ask 20 freaking questions? Like, hey, I'm gonna go on Craigslist. I'm going to go find a bed. Now, this is before bed bugs, okay? So don't even bring up bed bugs. Bed bugs haven't really been an issue in society in over 20-some years. Now, all of a sudden, it's an issue, it seems like. But bed bugs, we're totally talking about something else, okay? All right? If you show up at a house, if that mug's going to have bed bugs. I hate to judge a book by its cover, but when it comes to, like, houses and stuff, the majority, if it looks infected, it probably is infected, okay? But if I have a bed on Craigslist, don't call me and ask me if it's still in the bag. What? What? It's free. If it's free, you go grab it. If you don't like it, then you expose it. How many times in Germany did we go somewhere, grab some shit because it was at the end of the year tax thing, and if we didn't like it, it's not like we took the son of a bitch back. No, we at least just dumped it in a dumpster.
Well, I wasn't in Germany with you, so.
Well, I know, but I'm sure when you was in Italy, the same thing, right?
Honestly, I don't really remember.
Well, hey, I tell you what, this is the majority of the region here, especially in Colorado, but it's being reported on several social media platforms. It just depends on the business, but right now until the end of Thanksgiving, I can almost guarantee you, if you go anywhere, Dunkin' Donuts, food places. Let me reiterate food places, okay? Anything that has to do with food, if you discreetly show them your EBT card or anything that shows that you're in government assistance, I assure you that they're going to make something happen. I'm not saying that they're going to give you something free. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not even going to say that they're going to give you something 50% off, but they will work with you. Also, for a lot of my veterans that are having trouble with bills and stuff like that, we can sit here and argue and sit here and yell about it. Keep in mind that most of the emails that you get saying that you owe a bill or something, those are like 99% auto-generated. So it's not like it's a personal thing. It's just throwing out those emails. If you're really worried about like the government shutdown and everything that's happening, talk to your collectors. Talk to them. Talk to the banks. Let them know, hey, this is my situation. I guarantee you, if you communicate with them before the shit happens compared to communicating to them after it happens, it makes a huge difference. It's kind of like if I tell my parents, hey, I'm going out drinking, compared to I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys are going to find out that I went out drinking, and then it's going to be a smorgasbord. You always do better when you notify the person before you do it. You get what you're doing.
That's for sure.
I've never had trouble with the credit on that spot. Now, we haven't dropped the mic. Let me see if I can find it, because right now it's not looking too good for the home team. While I'm trying to find it, talk, Danny.
Oh,
dance, monkey, dance.
Oh man. Well, we can talk about the game tonight a little bit.
Oh yeah, you can totally talk about the game. This is going to be your first ever game at Denver Stadium.
Yeah. We had been talking about doing a game for 4 or 5 years now.
Probably 8. But who's counting?
It could be something.
Who's counting?
I've been trying to get out here to watch. We've been trying to go to a Raider Bronco game for a very long time. Every year with my business and him doing Joel doing MBR, we have just never been able to sync up. So it seems like everything always pops up when you're trying to do something.
Everything does,
especially when you're as busy as we are. So this time, I told him before the season even started, I was like, "Look, I got tickets." He's like, "What? How'd you get tickets?" I was like, "I went online and bought them." He assured me that it would be way too expensive, and I was like, "Yeah, well, we've been talking about doing this for a long time, and we're just going to."
Yeah, he's making fun of me. Our ass hasn't even got into the stadium yet. We don't. This could be a sham. We don't know.
Well, I bought the tickets from a dude in a trench coat on the street corner.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Perfect example.
But it was actually kind of funny because I promised him that we were doing it this year. I said, I bought the tickets. Then come to find out with my daughter and her pageant and everything, it happened to be this past weekend. So I'm going to 2 Raider games in a matter of 5 days.
Now, the first Raider game that you went to, you guys won, right?
No. So I took my son to his first game.
Okay.
And when we found out that the United States pageants had been moved from Memphis to Las Vegas, my wife came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to go to a Raider game in the Raider Stadium?" I said, "Well, yeah." And she's like, "Oh, well, they're going to be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars." And I was like, "Oh, great. I can't wait to lose." But it actually turned out to be a very good game. I enjoyed the game. A lot of controversial issues with the call that was made at the end of the game for go to 2 points instead of 1. But I was happy with the decision, even though we didn't get it. My son had a great time.
That's what counts.
He met Gorilla. I'm sure you know who that is for the Raiders, the guy that always wears the gorilla outfit.
And the only person I know from the Raiders is Bo Jackson. Okay, we talked about this. All right, I'm so behind the times. It's not even funny. But while I bring up this drop the mic, is showing me the website for the mental health. Do you have your website on the doggy daycare that you have all this information about the mental health stuff?
I do not have a website per
Oh,
se.
I thought you had a website.
No,
Okay.
no. We're just on Facebook and Google and stuff like that. You
Okay.
can look us up. We don't really advertise too much because we work off of word of mouth, which keeps me pretty busy regardless. So if I advertise, I might get overwhelmed.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this drop in the mic. I think we've done this before, but it's been a long time ago. And then we'll get your input, Danny.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, drop the mic.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what you all think I'm gonna do, which is just flip out.
Hey, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Let's go. Seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. 없시가요.
자, 언더독인 인디애나가 익숙한 상황을 맞이한다. 할리버튼 버텨내는데요.
All right, so this is a little celebrations and stuff that we like to see. How about this is a drop the mic. Now that I want to say his name, it's like Tom Smalley or something like that. We have somebody that broke the record for the first field goal last Sunday.
Yes, that was
68 yards.
Yes, that was at the game I was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacksonville Jaguar kicker kicked a 68-yard field goal. Yeah. So that was actually kind of cool to see that in person.
Yeah. And that was against you guys.
Yes, it was.
Is that how you guys lost?
No.
Okay.
No, I would blame it more on our kicker, if anything, because he missed the extra point for one of our very first touchdown. If it wasn't for that, we would have been fine.
Yeah, I can't say much. I've missed extra points before, so can't really say much about that.
Yeah, I remember I was there. But don't let him cloud everybody's judgment on this one. He did kick a game-winning, I think 50-some-odd yard field goal for to win sectionals.
Yeah, it was it was a long time ago. I have video of that. It just so happened at the end of that video, I did a Charlie Brown, so it was kind of funny. It was inspirational and kind of funny at the same time, So
even more so since you look like Charlie Brown.
Ouch. Ouch. Speaking of that, because this is our bullshit hour, right?
Okay.
The next hour is the serious stuff when we're talking to veteran advocate Smallsy Short. OG, I know I got that name wrong, but she knows who she is. She's amazing. When right now on TikTok, there's a veteran community, and she's one of those that lead the retreats of the network and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of information out there on TikTok helping veterans. Make sure that you tune in, and today, it's almost like when military go in someplace and ask them, hey, do you have military discounts? You don't expect it, but if you don't ask for it, then they can't give it to you. Show up, show them your EBD card, see if they do anything special to help you guys through this process. And for those that aren't on EBT, those aren't on government assistance, so that's amazing, but let's remember where we came from. Because we all came from the same line of work to where we didn't have nothing once. So let's try to put ourselves in their shoes and help them. If not financial, help them with at least a smile and a lift. Open the door for them. There's so many ways that you can open the door, help a person without giving them money, value. It's not even funny. So be sure to do that. Be a friend. And if you can't be a friend, if you can't find a friend to be a friend to, then you be that friend to that friend. All right. Now that I confused everybody about Joe Dirt, are you ready to go on a break?
Let's Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're going to go on a break, and when we come back off of that break, we're going to do a nice little video break. We're sorry about the Roku not going live, but this will be on Roku after this is over. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the H Train Show. And I'm trying to see which song do we want to play. Oh, you know what? We're going to play Die Tired. Have you ever seen Die Tired? Oh, boy. Danny, you're in for a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, Die Tired.
Restless heart, broken from the start, and you think that you must walk this path alone. Break away and love yourself today. You have to fight the bad thoughts in your mind, 'cause you will find your better off alive. Don't give your life away. You, my friend, you're worth it in the end. Don't give it all away. Restless minds, pacing all the time, giving in to someone's point of view. And over time, when you step back from that line, you see you're not alone, and we're all afraid. 'Cause you will find your better off alive. Don't give your life away. You, my friend, you're worth it in the end. Don't give it all away. And you will find your better off alive. Don't give your life away. And you, my friend, you're worth it in the end. Don't give it all away.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, girls.
Good night. He's got a rose tattoo. It reminds him of the girl he loves. And he's got that rock and roll coming from the speakers in his pickup truck. And it'll always be that way. that he can't pay. But he's clinging to the good book and a Chevrolet, and he's still proud to say until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. He'll stand up for the colors, and that won't ever change. And when he feels like he's back over there, he turns it up top 10 and lets that radio play. And he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made.
Been home about 6 months now, and I still have my doubts. Well, I'm not sure how I got here or how I'm gonna get out. Well, my mama says I look the same as I did before I left. But if she could see inside of me, it would scare her to death. I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, "Run, soldier, run!" And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, God, it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. They taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Last Saturday they honored us in a small parade downtown. And when they shot off those fireworks, I nearly hit the ground. While they smiled and cheered for us, all I could do was stare. 'Cause part of me is here at home, but part of me's back there. Well, I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, "Run, soldier, run!" I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, God, it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. They taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Yeah, there's no end in sight. 'Cause even though I'm home now, I'm still fighting for my life. I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun, and I can hear my sergeant screaming, "Run, soldier, run!" And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, got it weighed a ton. And I see death in every single thought. Well, they taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it off. Well, the devil's won some battles, and he may win some more, but don't he know the American soldier will always win the war?
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
I meant to do that. MBR, it's in the game.
Find us on the web at nbradio.us.
Oops. I forgot to add myself to the stream. Ha! It's Throwback Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the H Train Show, where we are showing veterans and first responders all the programs out there beyond the VA. Today, special guest, co-host, Danny Dean, Navy veteran. Guys, you're spitting image of your dad. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
We did everything. We did football, high school together. I think the only thing that we didn't do is we didn't date our own ex-wives or ex-girlfriends.
No, off limits, man.
Broco. So, while I have you on here, before we get Halsey comes on here and stuff, I call her Halsey, Smallsy. Before we get her to come on, gotta ask you, Dee. Good morning, Tracer. Good morning, Danny. Doing the show for as long as you did with me, it was close to 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
And we got on each other's sides a lot, back, yelled, complained.
Oh yeah, we're basically a married couple.
Yeah. What would you say was the best part of doing it? Well, you're an OG of MBR. You was around when Jim was here.
Okay.
So you remember dealing with Jim. What's your best memory of doing this of MBR and all that stuff? Because we was kind of talking about that yesterday.
Well, out of everything that we did, I just like hanging out with you. Really.
Yeah.
That was about it, because we don't get to hang out. We live in different states, and it was a good way to keep us going to where we could still talk to each other and stuff.
Right.
Granted, we get on each other's nerves, but that's what all long-lasting relationships do. We have to get on each other's nerves at some point, or you're not going to succeed.
Pretty much all the time, every day.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Even now, you're still bald, man. I told you to do something about that.
Hey, I tell you what. So Danny got me this horse helmet.
A horse helmet. Now, he's got a horse head for the game tonight.
Oh, I got mail. Yeah. That might be our interview of the week. You're listening to the H Train Show right here on Military Broadcast Radio. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Smallsy Big OG.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. She has called it. It is the after I find the damn thing. It is. I'm stalling. It is the interview of the week.
The interview of the week is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me just yeah, there's no picture. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I know. I was looking for some, what is it? Eye candy cherry this morning. Sorry. See, we got the best that we could. We got her a phone call. I think you got some admirers that are a little upset. They were looking for your face this morning. But
oh man,
yeah,
it's okay. Next time.
The Smalley has joined us. One of the things that me and her have collaborated with, and we have partnered with in the last couple of days, is the Major Richard Star Act. That's just one of them. We have many campaigns that we are covering, but I tell you what, actually, do me a favor, Dee. There's a shirt right there in the middle. That's like a light blue shirt. Can you grab that for me?
I will try.
I would appreciate it. Smallsy will appreciate that as well, because I want to show you guys a product. First of all, remember, Smallsy does all this volunteer advocate work. She doesn't get paid or anything like that. She just does it. The left out her. You're not seeing it right in the middle. It's a blue shirt. Bingo. So Smallsy does a lot of this work. That's not it either. So we might have to wait until break to get it. It's somewhere over there. It says Smallsy on it. I just wore it yesterday. All right. Anyways, we'll get it. But Smallsy, that's not it. You know damn well that's not it. Get your hand out of my drawers. So what Smallsy does is, she does these reels supporting, advocating, just boosting that information out like an information highway. Okay. Recently, she created a shirt. She didn't create a shirt about her. She created a shirt about, what does it mean to be a veteran? What do we need as veterans? And it has a little scan code. That scan code on the back of the shirt, it doesn't go to, hey, donate or look at me. No, it goes to, hey, this is my platform. If you need help, reach out. And Smallsy is one of those that I did that spotlight a soldier last week, and it was Smallsy, and I wanted to spotlight her again this week, but we're having her on air, and I told her that I would only keep her for 10 minutes because she's very busy in the mornings and stuff. She's a VA veteran advocate for a Vietnam veteran that is going through a lot of stuff, and I'm going to let her talk. Without further ado, though, ladies and gentlemen, Smallsy, Big OG.
Hi guys, I'm Smallsy. Nice to meet you all.
That was us clapping.
Thank you for having me up. It really does mean a lot.
You're welcome. Tell everybody where the proceeds to these shirts go and what you're doing for them.
So the proceeds for the shirts go to helping veterans. I do care packages for veterans, and I just send them out for random followers or nonprofit organizations on my platform just to give little perks to veterans. I do bigger things for veterans as well without the shirt proceeds. Those mainly go to the care packages.
And name some of the things that you've did in recent events, big events that have made a huge impact. We know which ones they are. I want you to share some of the impacts that we've made, in the recent couple of days.
Well, we've done a lot, especially targeting the Major Richard Star Act and a few choice senators that have screwed over veterans.
Right.
There's a lot of corruption that goes on that we expose because it needs to be exposed. I've also helped homeless veterans get off the street just by using my TikTok platform and my following. A lot of genuine people and supporters that I have to back me on doing the things that I do. Being a veteran caregiver, I know the struggle. I see the struggle. And I really just went on TikTok to kind of vent and have community. And when my platform kind of expanded, I realized I could do bigger things. I could actually help people and target and expose and help people navigate the VA because it's a very hard system to use.
It is.
So that's really what my goals and ambitions are with my TikTok now. It's just helping veterans where I can.
I think that you're doing amazing. I think you really are, especially, you have life troubles too. Everybody has life troubles, and I think I think some of these people they forget it. For example, I was talking to a guy the other day, how you'll look at a nonprofit and you'll think, oh man, that nonprofit, they must have a lot of money, or they look all fancy, the marketing and all that stuff, and then when you go to find out the nuts and bolts, it's like 5 people but one worker bee, and the worker bee is doing the stuff and then giving it to the people that is in like that channel, and then maybe they have a connection, or maybe they can cancel it out of the way. Other than that, a nonprofit's usually like one worker bee and like 3 other people that they're there for support, but they kind of show up just to be on the board because they don't have that much time, and there's so many nonprofits out there. It's not even funny. I think the last time I checked, there were 607 million nonprofits just in the United States.
Wow.
607 million.
There's
now,
a lot.
and that's okay. I love it. I love lots of nonprofits because
Absolutely. And I also vet nonprofits as well to ensure that they're doing things that they should be doing and not just taking the money, because veterans can really use it. And I've learned that veterans are a target for a lot of scams because people like to steal valor. They see an in on using somebody's valor to gain. And it's very unfortunate, but I'm definitely not the one to mess with around that. So I do a lot of vetting, but there is a lot of solid nonprofits I work with as well.
No, I totally get what you mean. When we started the H-Train show, we were talking nonprofits that made less than $85,000 a year in admin costs, and I've been doing this since 2015. So I had a nonprofit reach out to me 3 days ago. It was kind of making me funny because I just interviewed them like a couple of years ago, and they're like, "Do you remember us? We did this, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Don't even worry about it. What do you need?" They just wanted me to pass out a press release right now in the states of Indiana, I think it's New York, and Colorado. If you go to a bridal shay, I'd have to give the information, but if you go to a bridal shay, they will give the veteran bride a free dress.
That is amazing.
Yes, I sent you that press release.
That is amazing. Yeah, I'll have to review it. That is awesome that they do that. And I know a lot of solid nonprofits, and they are working hard, because where the VA is failing, it's just casual individuals such as myself and people that want to help. That's who picks it up. That's who picks up these failures. And we have to, because if not, our veterans aren't receiving the help that they so desperately need.
Right. Now, before we get to the the final question, because my time with you is running low. I told you I was only gonna make you stay that she wasn't feeling very good this morning, so I'm like, all right, we'll just keep you for minutes. We'll do the encore maybe when we come back or whatever, because it's just a pleasure to even having you on the show and talking with you.
It's an honor.
When it comes to the TikTok, is there a story of helping a veteran or somebody recently that stands out, that like really tears you up? I mean, I'm not talking about just broke your heart. Like, I've seen it, I know which one I'm talking about, but I want to hear it from you. Is there an event that happened that that just it just feeded this? You're like, oh shit, I love this feeling. I want to keep on doing this. And I think that's the event that got you to go even bigger.
If we're talking about the Kevin Lloyd project, that is definitely something that has touched my heart on a bigger platform, because my husband is a Marine. He's medically retired out of the Marine Corps. He did 3 combat deployments, and he's 100% disabled. And I look at Kevin Lloyd, and he did 3 combat deployments, and he's 100% disabled, and he has stage 4 colorectal cancer, 100% service connected from the burn pits in Iraq. And he's leaving behind 3 sons at the age of 40 with no other options. The VA failed him. The Marine Corps failed him. And when it comes down to it, this is the reality that he's sitting in.
Yeah.
The only thing that we can do is push for his sons to get the help that they earned because of their father's sacrifice.
Right.
And he deserves everything, and his boys deserve everything. So that's my main goal. And I've been pushing their platform out so much, because they really have been abandoned by many. And you know, you watch this, and it's gut wrenching. It's gut wrenching because he's not an outlier. He is a warning. This is happening to so many veterans who were in Iraq and Afghanistan, the toxic burn pit exposure. And this is a reality, and it's so new. Even the PAC Act is so new. It was just introduced under the Biden administration. We don't know what the extent of this burn pit exposure is going to be. We are just now seeing the issues that are erupting. It is COPD, it is stomach issues, it's colorectal cancer, it's different cancers, it's lung cancers, it's so many things. And he is just a warning to what is to come to our veterans. And we have to make this a big deal, and we have to bring light to it. We need our veterans to go get checked. We need them to get toxic screening. Is ways. The VA will simply ask you, have you been exposed to burn pits? You say yes. Every time you say yes, and go get your screenings, get preventative care, push for it, get colonoscopies before your age of 40. Push for the care that you deserve, get lung scans. There's things that we are seeing, but since you have to be a certain age, because they don't want to spend the money on it, they are not giving it. These are things I need our veterans to push for if you are in Iraq or Afghanistan.
For sure. Well, it's that time, Shorty, because I told you I would. I told you I wouldn't keep you long. This, you know, it is that last question. It is your time to shine.
Today's Time to Shine is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, veterans, and first responders. Runs on Dunkin'.
This is your time to shine, baby. It's your time to shine.
All right, Battle. So maybe me and Dana's been pretty quiet over here. I gotta admit, you're being pretty quiet over here.
Oh yeah, well I didn't get to see a picture.
See so
yeah.
So maybe there's something that I didn't get to add that you really want to get off your chest, and you know, that's the biggest thing that I want this platform to be. Is whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you want as a veteran, I want to empower and I want to emphasize that. I want to amplify that. What can I amplify for you today?
I think the biggest thing to amplify is the burn pits. I want more exposure on it. I want it to be seen what our veterans are going through. That's the biggest thing I could ask of you. Make a scene, listen, hear their voices, because this is just one circumstance I'm speaking about out of thousands and thousands of veterans that went overseas, and my husband being one of them. So it touches close to home.
All right, that's amazing. Well, sure. I'm super glad that you was able to come on. I'm super glad
It was truly an honor.
Oh, this is an honor for me. You know, I think me and you respect each other fully. This, you know, I look at you at the same light as you look at me. So you know that's good. That's good. You know, so we're working together. We're making
Absolutely.
this even stronger and better. You and Emo and you know, dude in the Jeep. You know, we are all like the, what is that? The American Legion, not American Legion, but the Legion of Doom, or what is that for Superman and Justice League? We're the Justice League.
Justice League.
I'm sitting here
Yes.
searching for words, and my co-host is over here flipping through his damn phone. I'm like, dude.
Yep. Absolutely. And together we can do big things. It's you can't do it alone. You need each other. So rely on each other and we can get things done and really help veterans and people in general just be better humans and fix this nation up and make it count for the people that really matter. So
I agree. And before we go, Danny, do you have anything that you would like to ask her? He's not a TikToker. He's a tic-tacker.
A tic-tacker.
You see, I understand why you're not feeling well this morning. I did not feel well having to get up and look at Joel myself. And he did wake me up. So on my vacation when I'm trying to sleep in, I just told him I was like I'm hoping that you don't wake me up tomorrow morning. he's like I'm gonna wake you up tomorrow morning. I'm like, dude, it's the last day. I was like, over the whole weekend I had to get up and do my daughter's makeup. But when it comes to questions for you, obviously the burn pits are very, big thing. My wife actually had to deal with the burn pits out in Afghanistan while she was there, so we're still looking at that ourselves. But when it comes to questions, I really don't have any. I think you've covered a good amount of what you're doing and everything else.
Okay, well, I'll be sending you a shirt in the mail for being on the show, and one of these days we'll have to have you as a guest host, so you can follow in Emo's footsteps, so that she can't say, "Well, I was on the show before," So we'll have to get you as a guest co-host at some time too, Battle. So you have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. You have a good rest of your day as well.
Bye-bye.
All right. I think I didn't mean to, but I think I just cut her off.
You
yeah,
did,
yeah.
But when you have her as a guest, what you need to do is blur out her face so that everybody can keep the mystery.
Dude, there's a lot of people upset that she didn't come up on face. I mean, there's a lot of people. Holy crap! You should see this, Smallsy. You might try for a job with En Vogue or something, because there's a lot of people sending messages and stuff. But anyways, before we go to tribute to Troop, one thing that I do want to read is our little prompter thing that we have, that I wanted to do. We celebrate service this week, and we celebrate resilience, and we keep the mission alive, one mic at a time. As you saw today's show, today's been special because not only have I had my best friend and OG to MBR voices, Danny Dean, joins me. This is really out of the blue. He didn't fly here to join me. He flew here to go to a damn game, and when I told him, "Hey, we got a show in the morning," he was like, "Oh shit, okay." Because he likes doing the broadcasting, but getting up, that's the part he doesn't like doing. But me and Danny was the original Beer 30. If you've been around NBR for a while, you already know that Beer 30 wasn't just a show; it was a movement. Grabbing the mic, cracking open a cold one, talking about real life service, the laughter, the lessons, and sometimes the hard truths. Danny helped set the tone for many years with me doing that show. Healing doesn't always come from therapy couches or classrooms. Sometimes it comes from community connection and good conversation with brothers and sisters. We always did the intro as, beer 30. What is beer 30? Beer 30 is when you go into a bar, and for that 30 seconds, you find out who's the barracks lawyer, who knows everything, and who you know that you can confide with, that talk to. It's that 30 seconds. It's that awareness kind of thing. And I tell you what, even though people say to reach out and that you can confide in them, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't unless that veteran or that person themselves has ever dealt. I call it trauma drama.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I mean,
it doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what you did or did in the past. If somebody comes up to you all hyper and stuff, trying to explain things, stop, listen. This is a trauma drama. This is what happens before they try to commit suicide. And I mean, I'm just being honest, So if you really want to help a veteran, watch for the trauma drama and just sit there and confide with them. And remember, I had this soldier yesterday, a good friend of mine, scared the shit out of me, posted something on Facebook. Now, check this out, okay? If you have friends or whatever, and they're not posting pictures or posting smiles, it's okay. Check into them. It's okay if they say they're busy as long as they're answering. But I'm telling you what, the people that you need to reach out to are the people that are quiet, the people that you haven't talked to. Just make sure, hey, I just want to make sure you're busy and that you're not struggling, because they're not going to reach out to you. You have to reach out to them. So quit telling them, hey, reach out. You figure it out. You reach out to them. And I want to stress that a lot. So I saw that media post yesterday. Wrote him, hey, dude, if you do anything, I'm going to kick your ass. So you better make sure that, if something happens, it's going to be done, because I'm going to kick your ass if you don't. I'm like, you make an impact on me. You need to make sure that they know that they make an impact on your life. You need to let them know that whatever they're feeling right now, it's not going to be like that tomorrow. You just have to weather the storm. You just have to wait one day. That's how you fix it. You tell them that you can't function in society without them. You tell them that you love them and that you appreciate everything that they've done for you, because sometimes we as humans forget to express how much we appreciate others, but we learn for others to appreciate us. Just some things to think about. Food bank in Colorado strain under SNAP benefit uncertainty lifts up, and other food assistance organizations in Colorado Western Slopes are reporting significant increases in demand amid delays to supplement nutrition assistance programs SNAP benefits post-independence. Why does this matter? Many veterans and their families rely on a small margin budget. Disruptions to food aid amplify stress and insecurity. This is an immediate community issue. Food banks are asking for volunteers and donations now. If you're in the Denver-Fort Worth area or Colorado service region and you can donate time or canned goods, local pantries are under pressure. Give it to churches. Drop a couple of cans, okay? You don't have to take a whole thing of groceries. You can always drop like 10 cans. We want to encourage people to check local food banks, donation drop-off locations. If you know someone who qualifies for SNAP and hasn't reached benefits yet, guide them to the state resources. Let's not scare them. Let's help them out, guide them, help them, because just like veterans, just like regular people, Oh, my live access was removed on TikTok. Well, that's great. Well, I guess we don't need to worry about TikTok. Evidently, they didn't like my message. But yeah, with that being said, just make sure that you're helping them and that you're supporting them. Ballot measures passed to fund schools, meals, and offset SNAP risk. Voters in Colorado passed a Proposition MM and Proposition LL, which will arise additional revenue for universal free school meals and provide funds that could help offset upcoming federal changes to SNAP. Summit Dailies. Why this matters for your audience? Well, it's because children, including veteran families, the free breakfast and lunch for all school kids, regardless of income, is a pretty big deal. We had breakfast in high school. That really helped me out.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we did have breakfast.
Yeah.
Think about it. I
Yeah.
didn't really get
Yeah, I mean, you had to pay like $1.25, but I mean, you know, for somebody that didn't really have a whole lot of food at home, it was nice to do that little breakfast thing, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, and then the state is proactively addressing potential shortfalls in the federal SNAP funding. Important for households might be vulnerable. And, you know, if you have school-age children, this may impact your household budget to access to meals and schools, you know, and check social media. Make sure you're looking through social media. There's a lot of things that people post for DIYs and like little hacks that can help you get through, you know, the day. Like my little hack, I'm telling you, tomato soup, 35 kitchen packets from Wendy's in a hot cup. It'll make a good tomato soup. Just saying. All right. For MBR's veteran community, this shows you how the community and policies can come together to provide resilience and stability. And there's ongoing local stories, staying connected with SNAP. Before you get stressed when you listen to TikTok or any of these social medias, just make sure that it's a reliable information. Take it a grain of salt if it's not reliable information. It doesn't have a blue check mark on it. Take it with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on our next little music break. Well, it's not really a music break. We're going to go to Tribute to Troops. And with that being said, when we come back, we'll hit the final thoughts. And then we'll find out from Danny what was the most painful moment on MBR, and we'll hope that this won't be coming up. All right, so here we go. Tribute to the troops.
Detail attention.
First call. The service member's name is called out loud in the context of a unit. This is meant to ensure all are present and accounted for. Second call. The name is called out again, louder, to confirm that the service member is indeed absent. Third call. The name is called out for a final time, followed by a statement indicating that the service member is not present and accounted for, signifying their death. The final roll call serves as a symbolic gesture to respect and remember their service.
Sir, I don't know how to tell this story.
Well, you got to, Joe. You tell the American people what these men did here. You tell them how my troopers died.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to MBR today as we pay tribute to Colonel Laverne Bullitt Young Jr., age 65 of Corinth, Texas. Bullitt was born on December 2nd, 1958 in Biloxi, Mississippi to Laverne Young Sr. and Maddie Lou Young. Bullitt received his commission through Army ROTC program in 1980 at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi, where he graduated with the highest military honors and a degree in management. After commissioning as an officer in the United States Army, he attended the Adjutant General Officer Basic Course in 1980, Rotary Wing Aviator in 1984, Aviation Officer Advanced Course in 88, Combined Armed Service Staff School in 1988, Instructor Qualification Course 1988, CGSC Non-Resident 1991, CGSC College 1995, Air War College 2002, Joint and Combined Warfighting School in 2002, and Joint Training Professional Military Education Phase 2 in 2002. Bullitt served 30 years as an aviator and achieved the rank of colonel, retiring as the Defense Coordinating Officer, or DCO, for the Defense Coordinating Element in FEMA Region 6 in Denton, Texas, assigned to U.S. Army North. During his assignment as the DCO, Bullitt and his team responded to hurricanes, floods, ice storms, fires, and man-made disasters, deploying his team to the Gulf Coast for Deepwater Horizon, Hurricane Rita, Gustav, and Ike, to name a few. Bullitt was highly decorated with numerous awards and campaign medals. After retiring, Bullitt was hired by FEMA as the Operations Branch Chief, Response Division. He was promoted to Deputy Division Director and Incident Management Assistant Team Leader for one of the region's 2 Rapid Deployable Incident Management Assistant Teams. In 2019, he was again promoted to Response Division Director. Bullitt loved spending time with his family, cooking meals from around the world, golfing, fishing, and other leisure activities. He was known for his patriotism, energetic spirit, positive mindset, generosity, and unwavering willingness to help others and serve his community and country. Bullitt passed away on January 5th, 2024, surrounded by loved ones at Medical City, Dallas. Bullitt was a hero on the battlefield, an outstanding citizen, and a beloved husband, father, grandfather, and friend. He is survived by his wife, Retta, and his children, Damien, Sophrina, Demetrius, Sky, and his grandson, Christian. His impact extended beyond uniform, touching the lives of those fortunate enough to know him. We here at NBR would like to thank you, Colonel Laverne Bullitt Young Jr., for your service and dedication to our country. You leave a legacy of love and courage. Our prayers are with your family, friends, and those who served alongside you. You are truly missed. See you on the high ground.
Bell detail, pinch ready.
It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, hear the line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey, to the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California. Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop. And his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, hear the light. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stand on the front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, pay the ultimate price. Family is proud but torn. But if you knew him, you would understand. He was raised on how to be brave, just to see the flag still wave. And then he came home with only one hand. 'Cause Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, hear the light. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Staying on these front lines. He'll pay the ultimate price. Lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. March in line, march in line. Hey. Hey.
Welcome to Wreaths Across America, proudly partnered with Military Broadcast Radio. Walking through the cemetery, we are reminded of the profound sacrifices made.
Not every soldier resting here has someone to visit them at Christmas. They gave everything for our families.
Veterans fought for our freedom, for us to chase dreams and live the lives they never finished. This time of year, we honor them, one wreath at a time. It's about remembering their sacrifice.
How can you help honor these brave men and women? For just $17, you can honor a hero this Christmas. It might be the only wreath on their grave, the only thank you they received this season.
Make sure every veteran is remembered, not forgotten. Their service deserves our eternal gratitude.
Freedom isn't free, but remembrance can be accessible to everyone.
Join us in this meaningful cause to honor our heroes. Beaker invites viewers to help us lay wreaths for the ones who gave everything. When you buy a wreath, send Military Broadcast Radio a message. They will personalize your tribute. They'll provide a picture with a salute to your loved one and send it to you so you can still be there in spirit. Thank you for joining us in this important mission. Wreaths Across America is proudly partnered with Military Broadcast Radio. Help us remember, honor, and teach. Let our veterans' voices be heard, now and always. Thank you for your support.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
I meant to do that. MBR, it's in the game.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Woo! Throwback Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Ace Chain Show right here on the show. It's showing all veterans, all programs out there beyond the VA, right here on MBR. Special guest co-host, MBR OG himself, the Italian Stallion, DJ. Danny Dean.
I'm gonna say the Italian.
He comes up to me at the airport with his jacket, you know, he's all big and so I'm telling you, he's scary. He's big and scary. He's a scary man. And he comes in and he's wearing this Italian jacket that looks like Joker. And he comes out, he's like, it's Italian. Very, very, very pleased with his Italian suit jacket and Italian shoes. He just got back from Italy, actually.
Back in June, yes.
Yeah.
We took a 3.5-week trip out there to, teach the kids some culture and see some historical sites and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun.
Are you guys still doing the week vacation and then the week vacation at home? So you regroup and stuff?
Well, we decided to do one trip to another country every year right now. So,
Yeah.
This year, me and my wife are splitting off to the point where 1 year I picked, she picks the next
Okay,
year.
all right.
So I picked Italy. So this year,
Of course you did.
She picked Peru.
Why in the hell was you like Peru, like Africa, Peru?
No, South America, Peru.
Okay.
So we're going to be going to Peru. And then my trip the year after, I've already got planned, and that's for England, Scotland, and Ireland. So I'm picking the cool places.
Yeah, why would you want to go to Peru? She want to see lions and tigers and stuff?
Well,
that's Peru's something that's like a safari thing.
No. You're thinking Africa.
Okay.
We're going to South America, so jungles, Amazon, all that.
Okay.
More of that stuff.
All right.
Actually, I don't even think the Amazon's there. I'm not in the right mind to think right now. But
you've been out for a while. It's because we had those extracurricular cookies yesterday. That's what it is.
Yeah. How you feeling today after all that?
I'm good because I do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just freaking regular Cheech and Chong over there.
Right. That was funny though. That was funny. We went to watch a movie, and I think we watched maybe 35 minutes of it.
I watched the movie. He watched about 48 seconds of the movie.
I was tired though.
20 different wake ups.
Man, I was tired though. That was tired. Hey, Danny brought up a good point on break. Let us not forget that November 11th, or is it November 10th?
November 10th is the Marine's birthday.
Yes, okay. So November 10th is the Marine's birthday. Remember that. I don't know if it's not because I'm not a Marine, but like when they talk about the Air Force birthday, when they talk about the Army birthday, the Navy birthday, even the Marine's birthday, like a lot of people make a big deal out of it. I don't make a big deal out of it because it's like, people's age is different, Hey, they've been together. They've been around for 100 years or something like that. Businesses, when they've been around for more than 20 years, or nonprofits, that's a big deal. But like the government, the military, really, I don't know why we're celebrating the birthdays, because if we didn't have them, we'd be screwed.
Well, you know how they say it. The only reason why you'll know it's the Marine's birthday is because they're going to remind you every single chance they get.
Well, yeah.
But just make sure on Monday night, I believe it's Monday, is November 10th.
Yeah.
Make sure you leave out your package of crayons for the Marines.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Danny Dean. If you would like to make a comment or complaint or suggestion, you can go by info@mbradio.us, where that will go literally to our HR team. So, so for everybody, this will be our last Thursday show, probably until December 4th. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. It's been a long break, or it's been a long year. We have 45 shows, 31 active running just because of football. It'll go back to normal after football season. It always does. It's not about the spotlight. It's about veterans empowering other veterans, letting them tell their stories, because you never know that your story could be the diagram for one veteran to get out of his way or quit second guessing himself, if that makes sense. Danny, what's the worst? This is your time to shine now.
Yeah, there we go.
What is your worst memory of MBR? We already have the best memory. What's your worst memory?
honestly, I think I didn't really have any bad memories. I think the thing I disliked the most was how much time it took to do everything with my busy schedule, which is ultimately the reason why I had to leave. But I think that's the main thing, is because a lot of people don't realize how much work goes into each one of these shows.
Right.
And how long it takes to plan and how long it takes to do the show. And then, you know, having a family. And then, you know, at the time, I had a couple toddlers at the time, you know,
Right.
and they were just running into the bedroom every 5 seconds. Daddy, you know.
I tell you, Danny came down here at 6:30, and I told him, "Hey, this is what we're looking for." Like, he had the hardest time trying to think, and it's really weird because, like, you know, if me and you're just talking regular, you know, just as brothers, you're sending me TikToks constantly through Facebook, you know, and what I try to do on my shows, I try to implement the veteran resources part of it, and then I try to put a little bit of comedy to it, kind of like Tosh.0, where he finds a really stupid video or, you know, something that's being hyped up, and you know, and we talk about it, you know, kind of like today. It had nothing to do with EBT. It had nothing to do with government funding. It had nothing to do with politics. Today's and I'll remind everybody, is why do people constantly call people when shit is free and ask them if they have a plastic bag over it? Dude, it's free. Now, if they're making you pay like $40 or $50, that's a different story. But if they say it's free, don't call, get off your ass, go over there and look at it. If you don't want it, then don't grab it. Yeah. If you want it, or you have to, you know, think about it, go grab it, and then bring it back to the house and think about it. You know?
I don't know. When it comes to free stuff, some people just feel more entitled than others, I think.
I guess so. Well, it is that time. We're going to go to our final thoughts. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, brother.
I just wanted to bring up, I know other than the Marine birthday, it is Veterans Day on Tuesday.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So, yes, we got the Marines birthday and then Veterans Day. So, you know, shout out to all the veterans that are still serving and past, present, and future.
Yeah, you know, and I'll tell you what, I don't know if I get in trouble for this, but I'm going to say it anyways. This will probably be that first day that, you know, if you're a veteran, we already know that we free on Veterans Day at very many places. I strongly encourage you, continue that service. If you see somebody on the side of the road, or if you see somebody that's just having a hard time, that's like talking to themselves, take them to lunch. Hey, it's Veterans Day. Would you mind, you know, having lunch with me? Because it's my day. I'd like to share it with you. Do you realize how much of a connection that could bring? And you could be also helping them because their funding or their EBT card is going out, you know? And be careful what you post on social media. Because even though you have a strong opinion about it, your friends, the people that you respect, the people that you like to be around, they might have a strong opinion about it too. And if they have a strong opinion about it, don't inflate your ego by bringing it out. Because what are you benefiting? You're not benefiting in anything in that aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final thoughts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in.
It's the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. What we learned today. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
At Project ML, gratitude. Our mission is simple, to give motorcycles to veterans who need the kind of peace and freedom that only a ride can give.
Right now, the Project ML Gratitude, they are currently looking for a veteran that is disabled, has his license, that he can make his way to Colorado, and that he has a service dog, because this is a BMW adventure bike with a sidecar. So we are looking for that veteran. If you know that veteran, or you want to empower another veteran, go to that website, ML Gratitude, fill out that nomination for that application, and let's get him some breezy therapy.
There you go.
All right, so
open road therapy.
Open road therapy. Danny, it was good. You know, it was good. You know, just sit here. You know. I mean, I remember the days when I had the laptop open, shut. You know, and Danny would be like, "Oh, we're playing a game of Where's Waldo?" You know, so we had good times.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of good times.
A lot of things have changed though.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that always changes. Is change itself. The only thing that doesn't change is change itself. That's the proper saying, I guess.
What did you learn today?
I learned that even though I'm on vacation, you're still going to wake me up to do the show.
Oh yeah. You know, you should see how my dad feels. Usually I go to the studio about this time, you know, like 4 or 5. I was waking my dad up at 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. Come on, Dad, let's go to the studio. Yeah.
I'd have to say those burn pit things that I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names and remembering things, but what was her name again?
Her name was Smallsy Balls OG.
I don't know why I wanted to say Rosalie. I don't know. Smallsy.
I still get her name wrong.
It's a Smallsy. You know, bring the awareness of the burn pits is something that I don't really think about a lot. We, you know, like I mentioned, my wife was around the burn pits too. So it's kind of like interesting. Yeah, we should go get those things checked out just to make sure we're always on top of it. So that was an interesting thing.
I agree with you. Well, you know, the thing I've learned is, you know, we don't talk to each other every day. We don't even talk to each other every week or every month. Me and Danny have been friends ever since 7th grade. The story is I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I told somebody that I could lift so much weight, and I got the numbers wrong or whatever. And the guy bullied me for a good hour. You know, as a little kid, you know, I didn't understand how weights worked and you know, barbells and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there crying because, you know, it just made me look like a liar. And then Danny came out when he wrote a number and he's like, here, let's gain your self-respect back. And, you know, Danny grabbed the weight thing and threw it at him. And ever since that time, me and Danny have been best friends, you know. I guess what I'm saying is one thing to learn more this episode, just reconnecting with Danny, reconnecting with the past, is if you can't find a friend, be a friend. That friend will find you. So with that being said, we all here at MBR want to tell you, as always, we're here for you, not for us, giving our veterans a voice. And also remember, starting this Friday, tomorrow, it is Nuremberg. Russell Crowe and Michael Shannon, their second movie together. I guess the movie together that they did earlier was like Man of Steel or something. This is their second movie. It's supposed to be great. We're partnering with Sony Picture Classics. And when we end this, you'll see a trailer. Remember, Nuremberg this Friday.
Justice Jackson, they captured Herman Goring alive.
Tell me about him.
He's the face of the Nazis. I'm going to put Goring on trial.
Edward escapes the hangman's noose.
Very sure of yourself.
No man has ever beaten me.
Goring has to fall.
You don't just have to win, you have to be flawless.
You're walking into a trap.
Knowing what we know now, would you still follow Adolf Hitler?
Nuremberg, rated PG-13, starts Friday only in theaters.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.